Hey man, what's up?
We have a special guest for something very exciting. Very exciting.
He's special.
He's
Oh,
very
that's true.
special.
This
Hey,
is very special.
hey, Kyle.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's Sunday, and I think we have one of Mike's all-time favorite Hot Butcher beers.
Yeah, I think so. I think that it's just we had it in the past, it was just interesting in a way that IPAs usually aren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Strata, Mosaic. I don't even remember the hops being like, for some reason I remember it being more of like a classic hop combo. Obviously Mosaic's classic, but Strata being newer, but I don't know. You wanna pour it into a glass?
Oh yes.
Let's do it.
Sean, you got the red and green one you said, right?
Yes, sir. Because it's the holiday season. November 19th. And Mike didn't even use the. Oh, I hate when he does. He does this on purpose. He's just glass flexing.
It's not glass flexing, it's pissing Sean off.
What's going to be funnier is if he has another glass under the table and it disappears and he pulls it back up and it's a completely different glass.
Every sip is a different glass.
If I could reliably pour out of this thing, I would.
It's funny.
I don't think we even said the name of the beer though. It is Urbs
sure.
in Horto, and it's got a little shop of horrors. What's the name of the
Little
plant?
Shop of Horrors?
Is that what this is? That's what it's from, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the what it's hinting at. Yeah.
Yeah. Karen is the plant queen. Is what the bottom says. Sure. This looks it's actually murkier than I remember, but it's got like a very like murky kind of yellowish. In the light it's an orangish hue, but on camera that looks nothing like it does in person. Actually yours too, Kyle. Mine's too bright, I think.
I would say Mike's is the closest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it's approaching sort of burnt orange. I feel like mine's just a little darker. I mean, visually, but
Yeah.
It's somewhere between mine and Kyle's, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's real not realistic. That's accurate. Yeah, I think we might have the same issue the first time we did it together, where like just the way the cameras are and how they are, it looked a little different. But yeah, anyway.
We should all get the same cameras and the same lights, and we wouldn't run into this issue. Yeah, let's get a nose, Mike.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna let you do the honors because
I think last time I spent about 5 minutes, so I should let you guys do the honors first.
It's super herbaceous.
Yeah.
It's got a pininess. It's got a dankiness. There's a good there's stone fruit. There's tropical fruit. There's so much going on in this.
One of the things Sean pulled out of a beer the last time or recently, and it's absolutely accurate to hear, is I'm getting like whole strawberries.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get strawberries with Strata for sure.
I totally see that. Wow. Yeah. That's why I like doing stuff like this. I wouldn't have pulled that myself, but that is exactly that thing. That is exactly strawberry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the perk, I guess, of having like more than one person kind of doing it, because you like if you're doing a video solo, I found this myself. I'm like, would I have found something else if Mike was here and found something, and then I wouldn't have thought of it? You know what I mean?
It definitely happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, one of the things I remember specifically was this one having a lot of like lemon and herb. I'm not quite getting that on the nose, so I maybe it's where I'm going to get that on the taste. But that's one of those things I remember. I remember almost being like pine salty in a good way, not in a bad. You know what I mean?
Yep. Nice. Do you want to see if that lives up to your?
Dude, I have to.
Do it. Cheers,
guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Hot Butcher, by the way. I forgot to say that they sent this. Thank you.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that's the beer.
I always get afraid of trying a beer the second time when I was so in love with it the first time. And I'm like, oh no, this lives up to it. And the Strata Mosaic combo, like the berry from the Mosaic, the strawberry from like just like the blast of berry from both. Wow.
Yeah.
I think Kyle's expression said it all, honestly, when he took that sip.
It's so good. It's just such a good beer. I know it's not like riveting YouTubing, but like it's just such a good
It's
sip.
so solid. And it's like 7.5%, and it's very drinkable too. Like you could get like probably in trouble with this. You want to just keep drinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one does have a lot of lemon, bursting with lemon coming through. Now it does have all that herbaceousness that even what you're getting on the nose, it's still coming through. The berries are coming through. It's got like a little bit of citrus, like more like sweeter citrus than lemon, probably like almost like tangerine-y a little bit, just a little. But it is super, super drinkable, like Sean said. And every sip is just an explosion in the best way possible.
Yeah, the orange thing, that's for me where I get the dank little bit that is there, kind of like interwoven with the orange. And that was really the only other thing I was going to add to what you were saying, Mike. It's got that nice mouthfeel, great level of bitterness. And for me, the bitterness hits a little earlier than I anticipated. And I think that's part of why I'm like, oh, every sip is just so good because you get all the flavors at all times, like it's just bursting.
And I think
I also think Kyle.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. No, you go.
Oh no, I was gonna say, and I think Kyle hit it on the head when he's like the drinkability too. The bitterness hits earlier than like the back of the palate, so it finishes quicker, and you want to go back even sooner for a sip.
Yeah.
That was the exact same point I was going to make. So exactly, that works.
Theme all of us.
We're great together.
I think we all have like our idiosyncrasies, but I think we kind of meet at a lot of similar places with beer. I mean, not all the time, but enough time that this is like not shocking.
Yeah, I think we gravitate towards the same things in a lot of ways. Sometimes different intensity. Maybe I drink one style more often than you or whatever, but like we do typically like the same stuff. We just might consume it at a different frequency. Yeah. So I'm not surprised we all love this beer. Like this is such an easy winner. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that every time I take a sip, I can kind of get different things. It does have like a really like beautiful vegetal kind of a thing. That's the herbaceousness that's coming through, but like it's not. It has sweetness, but I wouldn't call it a sweet beer. It's bitter, but I wouldn't call it a bitter beer. It's fruity, but I wouldn't call it a fruity beer. It's this sort of like beautiful. Anything you want it to be, kind of when you take a sip. Like you can kind of like focus on sort of the fruitiness or the sweetness. You can do that, or you can sort of like sit on the bitterness. I like that this beer is just sort of whatever I want it to be whenever I take a sip.
Yeah. That last sip, to your point, I got pink lemonade, which I hadn't been getting in the other sips, but that was a different new thing. I would say if someone asks me, like, what if I could try any beer from Hot Butcher to get a sense of them, this is the one I would pick. I'd be like, this just in terms of their hoppy beers, I think this is like their quintessential best beer.
That's
I think if I was I mean I would put this probably at number one for sure, especially for the hoppy stuff. But like there's that's something we should actually try to do sometimes, trying to think of what we would. Because I would definitely put in that list. I'd put that like that cinnamon roll stout.
Yeah.
There's a couple of ones that they did it absolutely like just knocked me on my rear end, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think though, if someone's like looking for straight juice, and this is the one you recommend, they may be a little off put if they're still kind of early on in their IPA kind of journey. If that was the case, I'd think of things like Run the Jewels would be a good one. Like for like a regular like that just wants juice. But
but I think Kyle, I'm with Kyle on this one. I think if I was just saying this is what they can do,
I gotcha.
This is the one I would do.
That
you know
makes
what
sense.
I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you could hone it in. I mean, Sean's right. If you know the person likes more juice forward, or whatever, they have those beers too. Should we read the tasting notes? I actually don't remember what their tasting notes even are.
I swear you cheated earlier, by the way, Kyle.
Oh, well,
I was legit reading it when you said that, and I was like, "That son of a bitch." but then again, like as soon as I read it, my brain immediately got it. I went, "Oh yeah, pick lemonade."
Well, and I think it's probably actually was this beer that kind of put it in my head that Strata can kick out pink lemonade, especially a dank, weedy kind of thing to it also.
Like dank berry.
You know what the thing is, that dank, weedy kind of thing and lemon just they go together so good.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have realized it without this beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we had it last year, the year before, whatever. I remember just being like my brain couldn't handle what I was drinking. You know?
Yep.
And this might have been an early Hot Butcher beer for us.
When did we do it with you?
I think it was one of, maybe I'm mistaken. I thought it was one of the earlier beers we had from them too. And then like it's kind of cool. It stood up that we still like it. I think.
I think that I at least felt like it was earlier on as well. I didn't have an idea of their identity yet when I had it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
August 14th, 2020 is when you posted it, Kyle.
Okay.
So 3 years.
I mean, that's earlier enough. That's a few years. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've had Hot Butchers for, but yeah, 3 years seems like a while.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that the beer still has that feeling of like legend in my head for this many years. That's wild.
Well, and different brewing facility that we're drinking right now.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
You know, and consistent with what we're remembering and enjoying about it. So well done. If anyone from Hot Butcher's watching, well done there. This is, drinking as good as we remember and
still dialed
brewed at a different location and all that people like to, talk about. So, yeah.
The one tasting that we missed, not that we missed it, but I didn't say it yet. Ripe tropical, which I think we kind of said that in the beginning. So is that like tropical fruit type of vibe? But I would say dank berry and pink lemonade are the two kind of ones that really kind of stick out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think. I mean, berry was a real quick one, that you said specifically. Yeah, dank and all that. Yeah, I mean, this. Yeah. I just want to keep saying
it's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, I guess before we just we just keep saying the same things over and over again. Kyle, where can we find you?
No Hype Beer Reviews. No Hype Beer Reviews. Yeah, on YouTube and Instagram and Untapped.
And I will link to him right over his head somewhere. Like right down there.
Little halo here.
Maybe a little halo. And then you can find all of our other social media spots on nerdsense.net from there. Twitter. No, not Twitter, really. We don't really do Twitter. Facebook, Instagram. Those are the two big ones. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, those notification bells so you can find me posting videos. And I'm Sean. That's Mike. That's Kyle. This is Nerdsense. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Remember when he said he was ready, Kyle? Now he's texting.
I'll show you why I'm not. I'll show you why I'm not ready. Because this is what I'm looking at right now. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
You've been gone this whole week, and now you're talking to your friends online. What the hell?
That's true. I feel bad. I'm ready.
Ready? All right. Hey, Mike.